Hello everyone, welcome back in for another video. So I wanted to make this Horus Heresy video because it's been very interesting on YouTube with a lot of the videos that have been being made about the new box set. Again, with Warhammer Fest, all this stuff was revealed. The hype for Horus Heresy, I feel like, kind of ebbs and flows, and it's definitely at a peak right now that everybody's pretty excited again. However, a lot of the videos now that are being made are talking about, hey, you're getting the box set, right? Okay, well, you're going to want to get all this other stuff too. And it's jarring where I saw some videos talking about that this box set, for instance, World Eaters are going to be the example I'm going to use for this. It's not a very good box set for World Eaters because they're geared more towards close combat, obviously. They get bonuses for that. I don't know the new rule set, but people were talking about in the past that you wanted fairly specific units for World Eaters, Assault Marines, the Rampagers, etc. Well, again, this box set for instance, the Imperial Fist is a fantastic box set because you want a lot of regular Marines with bolters because you get a bonus to them. But when you take a look at the box set and what people are saying, I just kind of wanted to roll a couple other people's kind of thoughts and opinions and stuff online from what I've seen into this because I appreciate that a lot of people are saying this in a very positive light, where they're being like, hey, so you've got the box set. Let's talk about your next steps, right? And I like using that as the term where, you know, what you want to get next. But I think that the list of things that people are saying are so absurd and so long that when you get this box set, it's basically saying, okay, so you're in for, 350 Canadian. Okay, you've got to drop, another $300-400 and then you'll be able to play. Because if you just play with this box set, you're basically at a huge disadvantage against many armies. Because even out of the box, like if I get this and someone else gets the same box set, and again, I'll paint them Loyalist World Eaters, let's say, right? And the other person goes Sons of Horus. The Sons of Horus realistically will probably outperform my World Eaters because I'll be losing all of the Legion bonuses because I'm not trying to get into combat with those Marines because they've got bolters on them. So I just wanted to scroll through this. I've got a couple of tabs open for us to take a look through here. So they've got the giant box that you're going to be able to get, and it goes through everything, right? Where you've got the 40 tactical Marines, the Praetors, the Dreadnought, the tank, and then the Terminators, right? So there's the big shot. So this is what I wanted. So a lot of the videos online have been saying, first of all, you never use 40 tactical Marines. You always take between 2 to 3 squads because they're scoring units. You want scoring units for objectives. But for taking 4, essentially, it just doesn't make sense, right? You want to take some other things other than just tactical Marines because you're not going to do very well if you just spam tactical Marines for the most part from what I've seen. With the 2 Praetors, it's like a lot of people, again, don't care for those models. That's fine. So people were saying online, supplement that with a Forge World Praetor for your Legion, which again is like I would probably be going down that road myself. In terms of the Dreadnought, a lot of the people are saying online that with Dreadnoughts, usually if you take one, you take 2. You take one as a fire base with all ranged weaponry. Then you take another as a close combat Dreadnought to deal with Terminators, other tanks, other Dreadnoughts, etc. And then in terms of the Cataphracti, when you first see them, I like these old Terminator models. I'm kind of like, hey, those are actually kind of cool. But again, when you go to Forge World, if you look at the Legion-specific Terminators, they're way better. I would never use Cataphracti over any of the Legion-specific Terminators that you can get, and I believe 100% of the time the Legion-specific Terminators are way better for your army, so you'd want to field those in that Spartan Assault tank. You wouldn't want the Cataphracti, really, if you're going for even more thematic army, if you wanted to do better on the table. And in terms of the tank, I'm going to 100%. I'm going to get a Legion Spartan. It's a cool looking tank. I like it a lot. But in terms of playability, people were saying that there's just other things that, again, are better. And if you're in a microcosm of you and your friend are splitting this box, or you're each going to get one box and fight those 2 armies, it's fairly even. But the minute someone, starts escalating things and gets a Forge World item, it kind of breaks down into madness. But I wanted to go through essentially a couple things here with everyone. So the first thing is the the weapons, right? So they revealed the weapons boxes, and I actually like these boxes a lot. I'm going to be doing videos on all the reveals from the weekend, but this is kind of an amalgamation of those things in terms of the cost to get into Horus Heresy again. Because a lot of people have been like, you get that box, you're done. I think that's misleading. If you get that box, you are not done. Off the bat, there's a bunch of other things you should get to make the box more playable and more fun. So the first is a special weapon upgrade set. So again, these sets are the best upgrade sets that Games Workshop has ever brought out. You get 10 Meltas, 10 Plasmas. You can arm the full squads with whatever weapon you want. They're fantastic, right? Like, these are great. I don't need to buy 4 of these. You know, you get, 3 of each weapon and you need to buy a bunch of boxes. This is a good move by Games Workshop. However, off the bat, people are saying that you should get 2 of the special weapon upgrades and make 1 squad a plasma squad, and I believe they said either a Melta or chain gun. It was kind of some mixed reviews, but you definitely want a squad of plasma guns. Then you want to get some heavy weapon kits, so you definitely want heavy weapon kits as well. And people were kind of saying that you wanted to go for, depending on who you were playing, because like Imperial Fist, you get a bonus for bolters, so you obviously wanted a squad of heavy bolters if you're Imperial Fists, and then Volkite weaponry if you're Alpha Legion. I believe, again, it depends on the Legion you pick what you want to field, but again, you're getting 10 plasmas, 10 flamers, 10 meltas, fantastic, but you want 2 of these. So essentially, your 4-man tactical squads have now turned into 2 heavy weapons and 2 specialist squads. And then on top of that, they're saying if you want regular Marines, you should probably get 2 more squads and then have options, right? I like having options, right? I like having way more than 2,000 points for any of my 40k armies, because day of who I'm playing, I'm going to switch stuff in and out, right? So if you're getting that box set right away, you're going to be in for probably 4 weapon upgrade boxes, okay? I don't know the pricing of these yet, but even like we'll say $30, and I think there's no way it's going to be $30, but that's an extra $120 on top of the $350. Okay. But let's continue. So you've got the Legion upgrade stuff. Your guys have some heavy weapons. They're going to perform a lot better. And this is the other thing, is that if you don't get this and then someone else, gets all this extra stuff and they're just crushing you on the table, that's not fun too, which is kind of this weird thing that's going on right now. So they have the plastic Sicarian. I'm going to get this tank as well. I like this tank design a lot. They come in squads of 2. So if you buy 1, you're going to want to get 2 because they come in a squad. And again, the general consensus, it seems to be online, is that you want to field 2 of these because they're basically your tank fire base. If you don't take 2 of these, you want to take 3 Predators just to have some anti-vehicle support and field tanks for your opponent to take out as well. And all of these things make perfect sense to me. But once again, instead of the Spartan assault tank, people are saying that 2 of these are way better than a Spartan assault tank. And they were kind of saying that it probably should have come with 2 of these instead of the Spartan assault tank. So 2 people split the box. You kind of, you could have made it an even keel box with this and made it a better deal, I think. But still, it's weird to immediately see people going through these things and talk about what you should be getting. So the last thing I've brought up is the World Eaters. Okay. So with this, I think they're a great example of, okay, so I've gotten the box and I'm getting it just for myself and I want to do World Eaters, right? Okay. I've spent my money and now I'm looking at the models going, well, especially in my case, I don't like the beaky helmets. And I'm playing World Eaters. I want those shoulder pads, right? I want to have the symbols and really get involved with the game, which is what I would do. So I'm going to order the heads. I'm going to order shoulder pads enough to do all of my units. And, I'm going to want Angron, right? And if they're talking about getting 2 dreadnoughts, I could get the World Eaters Contemptor Dreadnought, make it my close combat one, have the other one be my shooting one. And now I'm going through it and I've got the Spartan assault tank, but the red butchers are 10 times better than the normal cataphracti for my army. Okay, well, I may as well get 10 of those as well. So you can just see the snowball effect here, where even if you go the baseline minimum and just get heads and shoulder pads for all of your guys, it's an extra, what is it? We'll just call it all 30. So it's another 120 for shoulder pads for all of them and 120 for head variants for all of them. Right? So you're up to 360 for the weapon upgrades, shoulder pad upgrades, and head upgrades, which is, I think, the bare minimum, just to really personalize everything to the way that you like to play, which isn't some crazy thing to say, I don't think. So that's the same price as the box you're now spending on conversion bits to customize your force into a world eaters or whatever it is. And that doesn't even include, again, supplementing the army with some specialty units that are arguably much better than the stuff you get in the box. So I don't know. It's been interesting to see online, and I still enjoy the tact that Horus Heresy players are taking, where it's put in a very positive light, being like, hey, you're going to get the box. Here's some tips and pointers for you. Like, I want to help you out, make sure you get the most out of this box, which, again, I very much appreciate. But it's just, now that's getting, like, if I did this box the way I wanted to, it would be the price of a 4K printer for me, right? And I just can't justify that, for me anyways. I do have one friend who is so excited for Horus Heresy and is doing this, is going to get this box set, has already ordered everything from Forge World to convert everything, ordered their Primarch model, which is awesome, right? I'm so excited for them to really enjoy Horus Heresy. Again, I'm going to be doing my own thing for Horus Heresy, where I'm going to be making an army that I feel as though is lore accurate and appropriate, and I think will look cooler. But again, we'll see. As I unveil the army and the project, I'll be interested to see what people have to say about it. I know that I'll have some people who are just like, absolutely not, that you've gone too far, Bray. You're out of control. But I think for me, it's a better way to do it. And it just makes more sense for the models that I have now. And again, I have Horus Heresy conversion bits, dreadnoughts. I've got a stockpile of stuff that I'm going to be busting out for Horus Heresy because I do want to play it. I want to give it a go. But I don't think that going this route is for me. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Does this make sense? And again, if you're getting this box set and you're like, no, I'm good with just this. I'm going to paint on the Legion symbols. I'm going to be doing all this other stuff. The beaky helmets are fine. Go for it. That's the main point that I've been trying to make across all these videos, is it's to each their own. Right? You just as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It's just, I like trying to be kind of middle ground for people just to realize what's kind of going on, where a lot of the times if you might get this box set and you're like, oh, I'm going to customize everything, you don't think about that outside cost of it. You think you're just getting this box and you're done, where I think that's not the case at all most of the time. But again, let me know in the comments what you think. Was Warhammer Fest and all the reveals for Horus Heresy got you hyped back up again? Are you all in on Horus Heresy? Are you like me, a little hesitant, and kind of maybe go your own route about it? If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much, and I'll see everybody soon.